Please know that Natsukashi Photography is taking professional individual photos that will be made available to all graduates. In addition, this commencement ceremony is being live streamed.
A century of innovation, a legacy that soars. At Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, the spirit of aviation has fueled the drive to push boundaries for 100 years. Just over 20 years after the Wright brothers wrote history into the skies, two visionaries, T. Higby Embry and John Paul Riddle, launched a bold dream: to teach the world to fly. From that early vision, Embry-Riddle rose as a beacon of progress. During World War II, our classrooms in Miami and Sao Paulo, Brazil, trained thousands of British, American, and Brazilian pilots and mechanics, forging legends and fueling victory. As the age of aviation raced forward, from propellers to jet engines, Embry-Riddle led the way. In 1965, Commander Jack Hunt propelled Embry-Riddle into a bold new era, relocating the university to Daytona Beach through Operation Moonstrap, with the vital support of local visionaries like the Cunningham and Brown families. By 1970, Hunt took the helm as Embry-Riddle's first president and launched a global campus network, extending the university's reach to every corner of the world. With a second campus in Prescott, Arizona, Embry-Riddle became a powerhouse of aviation education, nationwide, worldwide, unstoppable. 10 past and present astronauts, over 170 alumni reaching the rank of general or admiral, countless researchers, visionaries, dreamers, and leaders. Today, as we celebrate 100 years of flight, innovation, and discovery, Embry-Riddle is preparing tomorrow's forerunners, transforming technology, advancing safety, and reaching for the stars. Faculty and students work side by side, solving complex challenges, building the future of flight, and breaking barriers across disciplines. Embry-Riddle's 160,000 plus alumni are employed worldwide in the aviation and aerospace industry and beyond. Our founders gave wings to possibility. Now, together, we look to the next century, with eyes on the horizon and dreams that reach beyond. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, where the future is limitless and the adventure for our Eagles is just beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. The processional is led today by our mace bearer, Mr. Sherwin Baptiste, adjunct faculty for the College of Aviation. Mr. Baptiste is carrying the ceremonial university mace. Now entering are the candidates for master, baccalaureate, and associate degrees. Our faculty is following the candidates for degree. Now entering is the platform party. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the American and Japanese national anthems.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim Pepin. I'm the Vice Chancellor for Student Success for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And on behalf of the Platform Party and the faculty, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the 2025 commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce our stage guests for this afternoon. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Members of the Platform Party, please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Mr. Sherwin Baptiste, Adjunct Faculty for the College of Aviation and our Mace Bearer. Dr. Terry Reddick, Chief of Force Development, Education and Training and Commencement Speaker. And Dr. John Wattret, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Worldwide Campus. Thank you. Please be seated. Please also join me in welcoming our special guest, Ms. Kathleen Ferris, Chief of Community Service Flight, Osan Air Base. Dr. Omar Shalom, Chief Education and Training, Yokota Air Base. Patrick Schmoke, Education Service Specialist at Army Education Center, Camp Zama. Jim Coronin, Vice President and Director, UMGC in Asia. And Ted Boya, Regional Director, Japan and Guam, UMGC in Asia. At this time, please stand as Mr. Baptiste comes forward and offers the invitation.
Wise and gracious one, we ask your blessings upon the students, faculty, and staff of Embry-Riddle University. We have been called to the high task of seeking knowledge, promoting ethics, and seeking growth in mind, body, and spirit. We give thanks for the gifts of the graduates here today and the ways in which they have made this university a better place for having been here. We ask that you grant students and families joy and satisfaction as they see their dreams of graduation fulfilled this day. We ask this in the confidence of your grace. Amen.
Please be seated. Graduates, the journey that brought you to this moment is not one you've done by yourself. The faculty who guided you, mentored you, and taught you, from your first class to your capstone, are here today in person to celebrate with you. Distinguished faculty, please stand and be recognized. The dedicated staff who helped and advised you mapping out your journey to today are also here to celebrate with you. Staff, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. And finally, the most honored guests that are here today, your friends and family, who have supported your journey on this path and are here to celebrate with you today. Graduates, please stand and acknowledge your family for their support. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. John Wattret, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide Campus.
Graduates, family, faculty, honored guests, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my deep honor to open this commencement ceremony in our centennial year, an occasion that bridges our university's rich history and a bold new future. Welcome to the Embry-Riddle Worldwide graduation. Graduates, on this momentous day, I congratulate you not only for completing your degree, but for demonstrated the drive, determination, and mental fortitude that has brought you here today. Commencement is more than a personal achievement. This ceremony represents a moment to reflect upon the pioneers, visionaries, and trailblazers who shaped aviation and aerospace, and whose footsteps you now follow. As we celebrate our accomplishments, we also celebrate the relentless pursuit of progress and the enduring spirit that have defined Embry-Riddle since its founding in 1926. Like you, one century ago, two ambitious individuals dreamed of achieving greatness. laying the groundwork for generations of aviators, innovators, and pioneers yet to come. T. Higby Embry and John Paul Riddle recognized the boundless possibilities of aviation and aspired to create a bold new venture dedicated to opportunity, innovation, and service. From the earliest days of the Embry-Riddle Company to the Embry-Riddle School of Aviation, our institution seized upon the possibilities of the burgeoning aviation industry. Over the span of nearly 40 years, Embry-Riddle worked to lay the foundation to become the leader in aviation education that it is today. In the 1960s marked a new era for Embry-Riddle as U.S. Navy Commander Jack Hunt ushered in transformative growth by moving operations from Miami, Florida to Daytona Beach. In 1970, our horizons expanded even further with the founding of the College of Continuing Education, which evolved into what we now know as the Worldwide Campus, where we are present online and at more than 110 locations across the globe. This legacy of aspiration reached new heights in 1978 with the establishment of our second residential campus in Prescott, Arizona, an enduring testament to our commitment to hands-on education and innovation. Today, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University stands as a beacon of excellence, empowering generations to soar beyond boundaries and redefine what is possible. Embodying the spirit of those who built our legacy, you too possess an unyielding drive to teach, to learn, to serve, and most importantly, to dream boldly. Earning a degree from Embry-Riddle is not easy. The demands, whether studying aeronautics, business, engineering, safety and security, are rigorous. Yet you persevere and you have been successful. Today, as you join the ranks of over 160,000 alumni worldwide, you become part of a global network not only by excellence in aviation and aerospace, but by a shared commitment to innovation, progress, and lifelong learning. As you continue the journey that began 100 years ago, a journey that has seen Embry-Riddle become not only the world's premier aviation and aerospace institution, but the nation's leader in shaping the future of flight and space. Graduates, as you go forth on your life's journey during our centennial year, you are entrusted with the future of this legacy. You are forever Eagles, united in purpose, determination, and the relentless pursuit of excellence, ready to shape the next century of innovation, discovery, and leadership in the skies and beyond. Congratulations, graduates. The future of Embry-Riddle, and indeed the world of aviation, begins with you. And now it's my honor to introduce to you our keynote speaker, Dr. Terry Wigg. Dr. Wigg serves as the Chief of Force Development, Education and Training at Headquarters Pacific Air Command, located at Joint Base Pearl Harbor, PACOM. He oversees voluntary education and training for all military and civilian personnel across the bases through the Pacific Theater. Prior to his assignment, he served as the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs at the Community College of the Air Force, CCAF, Maxwell Air Force Base, Gunter Annex, Alabama, overseeing the validating 69 Associate of Applied Science degree programs across all air and space force specialties. A retired Air Force Chief Master Sergeant, Dr. Wettig spent most of his career in the security police field before serving his 2 years at CCF. During his 21-year career, he enjoyed assignments at Lord Air Force Base in Maine, Kusan Air Force Base in the Republic of Korea, Kelly Air Force Base in Texas, K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base in Michigan, Headquarters, Strategic Air Command, Elite Guard, and Superintendent of Training and Evaluation for Strategic Air Command at Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska, and Chief of Law Enforcement, Headquarters Air Combat Command at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. A graduate of the FBI Academy, Chief Weddick was hand-selected to serve as Chief of Task Force Safe Passage, responsible for relocating and repatriating nearly 8,000 Cuban nationals from the Republic of Panama to Cuba before his final assignment to CCAF. Dr. Weddick received his doctorate degree in organizational psychology in 2019, focusing his research on the synergies between leaders and followers. He is currently researching and writing on the leadership evolution of the late Robert F. Kennedy, and has published several times in international publications regarding military relocations. He is a licensed skydiver, a rescue certified scuba diver, ultra-marathoner, and enjoys raising miniature snatchers. Dr. Weddick retired from active duty in 1998 and entered civil service in October of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our very accomplished keynote speaker and commencement address, Dr. Kerry Wick.
Ladies and gentlemen, families, distinguished guests, welcome. And congratulations to all of our graduates here today. I want to first thank Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University for inviting me to be a part of their lives here today and being a part of this experience. It is certainly an honor and indeed a distinct privilege to speak with you as we celebrate this huge milestone, not only to you, but to your families and to your service as well. And speaking of milestones, as previously mentioned, this is the 10th year of Embry-Riddle serving Asia and their 100th birthday. In preparing to speak today, I did some homework on those who have spoken earlier to earlier classes. Last year's speaker, Dr. Naomi Kurahara, co-founder and CEO of InfoStellar, and the year before, graduates heard from Mr. Hidaka Aoki, the space evangelist and co-founder, director of the Space Port Program. These impressive individuals, professionals, share their knowledge and collective out-of-this-world experience, which includes space plasma environment research and private sector space initiatives. While long ago, I dreamed of space adventures during the Gemini and Apollo eras, and while my feet have always been firmly planted on the ground, I nevertheless look to the skies and stars and marvel at the wonders of the aeronautical world and what we learn from folks like Mr. Aoka and Dr. Kurahara. And speaking of the aeronautical world, I want to share a quick story with you about the understanding of small things like math. Not long ago, I had the opportunity to own a tutoring center. It was not uncommon for us to tutor students from the local community college who were struggling in any one of several math courses. A new student came to us for help. He was struggling with a total grade point of 6 several weeks into the term. Walking excuse me. A page must have been misplaced, but basically I was walking him back to the math lab, and he was complaining to me that he didn't understand why he had to take math in the first place. Something not totally different from when I was in my schooling. And so I asked him, what do you plan to do after you graduate? And his response was, I want to be an airline pilot, a commercial airline pilot. So that caught me off guard. So I stopped and I said, well, I am quite sure that there's a couple of hundred people sitting behind you as a pilot that really hope that you know your math. Excuse me. Today's graduation and academic journey which brought you to the stage today was by no means an accident nor an easy adventure. Without getting real academic about this, I want to tell you a story. This is a story that centers on self-determination theory, self-concordance theory, and the ability and value of goal setting and striving. It is our goal-setting motivations and mechanisms, and then our subsequent striving to achieve those goals, because they are ours and ours alone, that best describe how we got here today. Personal stories define who we are and help explain how we fit into life and how we relate to others. In my story, the pursuit of higher education has a parallel to running an ultramarathon. Both start with goals and aspirations we set for ourselves as we set out on a long journey. By way of definition, an ultramarathon is any running event beyond the 26.2 marathon. In this case, it was a 50-kilometer race or 31 miles. Our self-determined, self-concordant goals begin with and provide the roadmap of these intentions. And they begin with a single step and finish by crossing the finish line, today's stage. In my parallel of higher education and marathoning, I want to take you back a few years. I was competing in my first ultramarathon. My two running buddies and I found ourselves in a lone lead pack. We were enjoying northern Michigan's summer breezes, trails along the forest of thick jack pine trees and bracken fern, and the breathtaking views along Lake Superior. Life could not be much better, just as it is when we are smoothly sailing through our college courses and taking our way to graduation. Suddenly, around mile 20 though, the trail ended at a chain link fence ending at a highway. In typical runner fashion, we seemed to go, when something seemed to go wrong, we looked at each other and we said, oops, something ain't quite right. That's not exactly what we said, but you get the message. I am sure many of us here thought the same thing as we chugged through our academic programs, and something gets in the way of our progress and alters our momentum. Thoughts of redefining our goals, other things that we would like to do, take more family time, and the enjoyment of holidays and weekends. Now, a little goal modification was in order. Quickly troubleshooting what had happened, we discovered that all three of us were blue-green colorblind. By the way, that's why I don't fly airplanes today. And we had apparently not seen the blue ribbons in the trees marking the proper turns, and thus we led ourselves to a dead end. With thoughts of not finishing, we were able to retrace our route and eventually catch up with the other runners. Hurdles, obstacles, and fleeting thoughts of not finishing, however, are behind us now. And to quote Mr. Kermit the Frog, if life were easy, it wouldn't be difficult. And this was reiterated by author M. Scott Peck in the opening line of his book, The Road Less Traveled, when he wrote, "Life is difficult." Looking across this room, I am witnessing the powerful effect of education has on these who seek it. Academics transcends generations, and indeed, we have graduates that are here today that are Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z. Higher education also transcends one's race and ethnic origins, and our career specialties, and even our branches of service. and it is the great equalizer in preparing tomorrow's leaders, both inside and outside the military. We have graduates here today, not only from the U.S., but from Canada, Japan, Kazakhstan, South Korea, and Taiwan, and I also understand Puerto Rico and Turkey showed up here today. So in 1980, about the time I was beginning my own collegiate journey, Mr. Herb Brooks, the 1980 Olympic hockey coach, motivating his team for the challenge of their young lives, a challenge that to them and to the world seemed insurmountable, said, and I quote, "Great moments are born from great opportunities," end quote. I think you and I would agree that we are witnessing today a great moment and a great opportunity. Yours was a difficult and purposeful journey, and like running a marathon, a journey not easily completed. We, as lifelong learners, are unconventional students, students whose education, while important and primary in our lives, was indeed challenging and had to be juggled with the myriad demands of military service and, of course, family. Along our marathon route, this journey was fraught with obstacles not realized or imagined by conventional students, college students, including temporary duty assignments, base reassignments and transfers, and yes, even responses to international conflict or war. These all demanded our most precious commodity, time. And if you were like me, when I had to juggle these same priorities, I often questioned my own commitment. And your being here today is testimony that you are. And my answer was a resounding yes. What has brought us here today? I want to share with you a quote I wrote for the Air Force Enlisted PME Handbook and slightly modified it for today. Education is an integral part of personal and professional development. It prepares our people for our future, for their future, by helping to ensure that each member reaches their greatest potential. This then becomes the foundation for our generation and the next of leaders capable of inspiring others who are operating in ever-increasing, complex, and challenging environments. We live in a dynamic and rapidly changing world. Education helps us understand this, helps us to appreciate it, and helps us to guide it. It wasn't long ago that leadership was defined by position on an organizational chart and by rank. It wasn't long ago that our enlisted force functioned mainly as technicians responsible for executing the assigned tasks and missions. Over the recent past, however, this has morphed and exploded into what might be viewed as an education frenzy. In our not too distant past, there was only one enlisted PhD in the entire Air Force, and the figures for subordinate degrees cascaded down from there. To witness this transformation to a more educated enlisted force closer, let me share with you a few figures of what today looks like in the Air Force and within PACOM alone. Within PACOM, 31% of our enlisted folks have degrees. We have Airman Basics and Airmen with associate degrees. We have Airman First Classes, E3s, 53 of which have associate degrees, 89 with bachelor's degrees, and 5 have master's degrees. Incredibly, we have 18 master's degrees and 2 PhDs within our senior airman ranks. Our staff and tech sergeants have accumulated 4,400 degrees up through master's degree. 3 tech sergeants, 2 master sergeants, and 4 PhDs, and had 4 PhDs and 1, along with 1 chief. Let me break out the math for you. Collectively, in our active duty PACAF command alone, we have nearly 5,000 associate degrees, 2,700 bachelor degrees, nearly 700 master's degrees, and 6 PhDs, out of a total of 26,300 airmen. But we cannot focus only on our military graduates. We must not diminish the accomplishments of others here today, as we are likewise celebrating the graduation milestones of 50 active duty service members, reservists and veterans, 4 dependent family members, and more than 10 civilians. Bookending the age range, we have one that is 18 years old, and we have one that is 54 years old. Incredible, all of you, all of us, are witnessing what Dr. Carol Dweck defines as one's growth mindset and their never-ending belief in pursuit of personal growth. Inside the base and outside the base and into our communities, our education helps us become better citizens, better employees, and better people. Today, in our graduating Ohana, our Kazoku, we are adding another 71 graduation diplomas on our walls. One must wonder what is responsible for this surge in education within our ranks. Of course, benefits like tuition assistance and various GI Bills help to a degree. But these don't provide the whole answer. Rather, I think the answer is that we live in a challenging and changing world. Whether in the military or the civilian sector, gone are the days when the boss merely says, get it done. Today we live in a world and we work in an environment when we encourage participation and solicit serious thought from within. Today we look at individuals of all ranks, and especially those like us in this room, as not just another enlisted employee or an employee, an enlisted person or employee, and not just a graduate, but rather a scholar, practitioner, leader, and expect different results than in days gone by. And we will provide those results. Today, we look to this connective leadership, this shared leadership, to help solve the complex issues of a changing world. A trend in leadership literature and practice. This connected process relies on informed participation and informed cooperation up and down the chain of command, ensuring our leaders act and make decisions based on informed knowledge. This then is the powerful byproduct of our academic adventure and this graduation. Along the path to today, you have gained valuable insight and practice in critical thinking. You have learned to write with intent and purpose, and you have learned that societies and people do not live in isolation. Rather, live in cooperation and agreement, and when conflicts arise, hopefully turn to logic and reason to replace bombs and bullets. But make no mistake, when push comes to shove, and force is the only option, an educated and informed force will prevail. But for this connected leadership to work, you must reflect upon your journey and practice daily what you have so diligently learned. Today is your graduation. Time to put those academic tools in your rucksack and ready them for use. In the words of behaviorist Abraham Maslow, today is your day for self-actualization. Tomorrow is your day to once again aim high, set your sights and goals anew, and pursue your next adventure. Back to my would-be commercial pilot and his math. Realizing now that math was more than just an academic subject he needed to pass, he was able to pull his grade up to about 80% and thanked us at the end of the term for helping him see and understand the impact a singular course would have on his career. I conclude today with 2 challenges. To today's graduates, you have worked hard for your education, and so now let your education work for you. To all supervisors and commanders here today, I challenge you to empower our new graduates and let them put their new degrees to work in your organizations. Only the realization of these 2 challenges will help ensure that our efforts have been worthwhile. Now back to my running story. Well, we did finish. I got the t-shirt. We toasted the occasion, And to this day, this remains one of my favorite winning stories. And not because everything went right, but because we took the challenge, we overcame adversity, made critical adjustments, and endured to the finish. Congratulations again, and to now quote Dr. Seuss, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations.
Gary, thank you for those words of advice and encouragement and words of inspiration, and inspire us to help you ultra marathon and follow the trail. Congratulations. Thank you.
Embry-Riddle's longtime support of the military is a point of pride. In fact, Embry-Riddle is recognized as #1 in online programs by the Military Friendly Schools ranking. Many of the graduates here today are active duty or veterans. Will they and all members of the military and veterans who are here today please stand and be recognized? Service and your sacrifice. Please be seated. At this time, the faculty of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide are pleased to present the candidates for graduate degrees. As we announce our master's degree candidates, you will see that they have hoods draped over their arms. Each graduate will be hooded by Mr. Baptiste. While all hoods have Embry-Riddle's school colors of royal blue and gold, the colors of the satin binding on the hoods are different. Each color distinguishes one college from the other. The College of Arts and Sciences is represented by gold hoods. The College of Aviation is represented by silver hoods. And under the auspice of the College of Aviation, the School of Engineering is represented by orange hoods. And the College of Business is represented by drab hoods. Several candidates will be wearing gold medallions. These master's degree candidates are graduating with distinction, as they have achieved a grade point average of 4.0 for the entirety of their program. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Baptiste to come to the podium to present the master's degree candidates.
Will the master's degree candidates please rise? Dr. Waltrip, it is my honor to present the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Aviation, the School of Engineering, and the College of Business as recommended by the faculty.
From the College of Arts and Sciences, this begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Human Factors. Chastity Elena Nictao Balacas, with distinction. Master of Aviation Cybersecurity, Johan Gonzalez. Master of Science in Aviation Safety, Gary Lou Morrison, with begins the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Systems Engineering, Ronald Serrera Knox, with distinction. For the degree of Master of Business Administration in Aviation, Zi Hin Chan. Michelle West. And Supply Chain Management, Liam Dennis Donahue with distinction. Project Management, Antoine Eugene Daniels. This concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Aviation, the School of Engineering, and the College of Business. This also concludes the presentation of master's degrees.
Congratulations to our master's degree candidates. Now regarding the undergraduate degree candidates here today, you will notice that several of them are wearing honor cords. The significance of these honor cords is directly connected to their academic performance. Those graduates who are wearing white cords have achieved a grade point average between 3.50 and 3.69 and graduate cum laude with honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Those graduates who are wearing red cords have achieved a grade point average between 3.70 and 3.89 and are graduating magna cum laude with great honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Those graduates who are wearing gold cords have achieved a grade point average between 3.90 and 4.0 and graduate summa cum laude with the highest honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Mr. Baptiste, will you please come to the podium to present the undergraduate candidates?
the candidates for bachelor's and associate's degrees, please rise. Dr. Watrep, it is my honor to present the candidates for bachelor's and associate's degrees from the College of Arts and Science, the College of Aviation, and the College of Business as recommended by the faculty.
From the College of Aviation, this begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. Damian Adrian Adorno Gonzalez. Joshua Berry, summa cum laude. Christian Anthony Blanchard, summa cum laude. Kelly Daniera Carrera Espinoza, magna cum laude. Carlos Manuel Escalera Medina, magna cum laude. Kenneth Duncan Haney. Mi amor Hernandez. Phi Beta Delta. Matthias Joe, summa cum laude. Bryce Koch, summa cum laude, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Kai Andrew Larkins. Daniel D. McIntyre II, summa cum laude. Mario McKenzie. Ruben Mendoza. Ibuki Nagura Murata, summa cum laude. Alan Ordonez. Nyson Omar Rizki. Banjo Tenorio. Yuki Yamasaki. Kathleen Joy Kavigan Zamora, summa cum laude. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pilot Operations. Desmond Warden, magna cum laude. This begins the candidates for the degree of Associate in Science in Aeronautics. Eric Anthony Allen. Gisela Marisa Schilling. Selena Marie Caldwell. Miguel Angel Elias Rivera. Jonathan Alexander Gage. Christopher Goins. Icaro Gomes. cum laude. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology, Alfonso Perez. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Kiesia Morris. cum laude. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Project Management, Richard Smith. This begins the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Technical Management, Yue Liu. Matthew Thornton. This concludes the undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Aviation, and College of Business. This also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees.
Graduates, families, and guests, the moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. Dr. Wattrick, will you please join me at the podium? Will all graduating candidates from the colleges please rise and remain standing? Dr. Wattrick, these candidates have completed all of the requirements associated with their degree programs, and with the recommendation of the faculty of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you, as appropriate, the Master of Science degree, the Master degree, the Bachelor of Science degree, and the Associate of Science degree, with all rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard, symbolizing your new status as a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of our alma mater by the acapellas.
Eagles gather near, we lift our voices loud and clear, soaring high, O alma mater, threads of blue and gold. United we soar in vast open skies. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories will hold. So here's to you, all the RAU alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you. Singing thy praise, remembering the days, coast to coast around the world, our bond forever true. Embracing our dreams with pride far and wide. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories will hold. So here's to you, all the RAU alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
Graduates, I am reminded of a quick story. It was 2014. It everybody can sit down. Doesn't say it, but the boss said it. So I remembered of a story in 2014. I was introduced to Ozzie and Harriet. See, that innovation of the Facebook page had come about, and we were watching, my wife found them on the internet, and they watched Ozzie and Harriet as they prepared their home for the arrival of twins. And we watched every single night Ozzie and Harriet preparing their nest. See, Ozzie and Harriet were eagles, and they had spent the entire lifespan of 45 days of preparing their nest for the arrival of the twins. Much like your professors and your staff members who have guided you and shaped you, Ozzie and Harriet prepared the way for them. Then came the day they were born. For 68 days, I watched and listened to everything that those two little eagles would do, from eating a small piece of food to Ozzie flying away and doing something crazy. Then the day came. Day 68. My wife was in tears. I came home and she was literally shattered. See, Ozzie had taken the two eaglets and thrown them from the nest. It's called fledging. And today, graduates, we fledge you. We are throwing you from the nest of Embry-Riddle so that you may spread your wings and soar so high that you can make your alma mater proud. Thank you for what you do, graduates, and congratulations. We are delighted that all of you could be here today to share in this special occasion. Now please rise as Mr. Baptiste comes and offers the closing benediction.
And now, as we leave this place, may eternal love enfold us. May spiritual power strengthen us. May strong hands comfort us. And may we be carried on eagle's wings until we meet again. Amen.
Family and friends, please be seated. This concludes the commencement ceremony this afternoon. After the recessional, we kindly request that all graduates follow the marshals for a group photo. Family and friends, we ask that you please remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and all graduates have exited. Please join us for a reception following the group photo. Thank you.
Oi, mãe! Oi, mãe! Beijinhos! para a família que está vendo Angola. Beijos.